Hello YouTube, my name is Fred. Welcome to La Farm. La Farm is a bit of a play on words here in New Brunswick, where English and French are mixed up. And my wife and I, we just bought this property with a house, little country house that's going to need quite a bit of renovations. We have a garage right there that's going to need a little help too. And then over here we have La Barn, which is going to be our barn, and we plan to develop a hobby farm here for ourselves, that we can attain a certain level of self-sufficiency, and eventually to produce for our neighbors, friends, people in the area, and we'll see how far we can take this. It's quite an adventure. There's nothing here but the land. We got about, over there you can see it, about 9 acres of cleared land. And right behind me here is another 90 some acres of forest. So we want to develop this, have some chickens, have a greenhouse, a 4-season greenhouse with geothermal heating. We want to have some animals, some cows, some sheep perhaps, and some goats. And it's starting to rain here, so here we come towards the front. See the front of the house right there, and field back there where eventually we hope to fence it and have some animals. So let me show you around. So here we go. This is the house right now. It's a rather small farmhouse. The house is 102 years old, and we plan to change the kitchen here, knock down this wall, make this whole area here a kitchen with a bit of a dining room down there. So we come to the living room. Here we go. It's a bit of a mess right now. We just moved in. Well, moved our stuff in. We're not moved in yet. It'll be a little while before we can move in. Some stairs. Let me bring you upstairs. And you have a bathroom here, which is going to be reconfigured, modernized, change the windows, get some bigger windows, bring some light in here. And this also will all be reconfigured. So this is the bedroom, which needs a bit of help. Put a walk-in closet here, shut that door, open up here so we can have more space, and eventually put an extension to the house over there. So can you believe you need all this to put 2 of these? So we have the old system here that I want to keep. This bracket, this is the new system, which adapts to a variety of size doors. But I kind of like this one. The holes are ready. So there was actually a hole on this. Here, let me show you. On these wheels. Over here. No. Let's do it. There we go. So there was an option here. There was a hole here, and I figured, oh, the hole can fit the hole on this thing here. So anyway, it just fit perfectly. So, and the problem was to take the second one out. If I was going to take it out, the whole thing was going to fall. So I jacked the door to where it needs to be, more or less, and then put a couple of pieces of wood up there. So when I take that off, it's not going to fall. So I'm not set up to film myself yet, but yeah, that's it. First job on La Farm. I've had to take this board off, and this is the only way I'm able to get this thing to move. Well, here it is. We can see that this thing has had a bit of a rough time up there. So it's falling apart literally. And so the other one, we're going to recoup the bracket and this part here. And see, this one's got a hole, so we can just grind this, finish the job, grind it off, punch it out, and then switch this to that. It'll be as good as new. Maybe another 2 hours to put that back in. Wow, what a job. Here are the new wheels on the old hangers. And now it's going to be, let's see how it goes to put them up there. When we moved last year, we sold everything. We sold our house, sold all my tools, sold my boats, had a couple kayaks, everything. Everything went, furniture, everything. And we had a different kind of project, and things changed, and we ended up on this property. And now I have to re-equip myself. So today I got a couple of goodies. I got a little compressor there by Rigid, and I got a Rigid planer. They were on special for Father's Day at Home Depot, and so we just went ahead and bought that. Start to get equipped with a shovel, crowbar, and a pick. So yeah, anyway, just a few words on Rigid. Very nice tools, appreciate them. I had a table, so I bought another one. What I really like about them is that they give you a 3-year warranty off the bat. And then if you take the time to register online, they give you a lifetime warranty. It's pretty amazing. Maybe not this thing. Oh yeah, both of them. Here it is. Lifetime warranty on the compressor. And one brad nailer. And then a lifetime warranty on this planer. So that's really good news. Well, here we go. Now this is the bedroom. It's like the length of the house and 9 feet wide, which is like 26 feet by 9 feet. That's a odd shape for a bedroom. There's this paneling on top of the wooden boards you can see over there. So I'm gonna put this thing in time lapse and just start ripping it up. This is project number 1. Okay, so actually, as you can see, started to rip off the old wardrobe, and this is all excellent wood. That's why I'm taking the time to take the nails out. You see? Yeah. And maybe I'll show a little bit of that process, but here I'm gonna just bring this one over here because, there you go. This is gonna be for my next wall. Now it may seem like it's a waste of time to take the nails out, but when you figure it, I mean, the wood is here in the house, the nails are there in the house. I'm not even sure I'm gonna buy any nails, and we'll see about that, but I'm just recouping all of them. They're all good. They're crazy tough to get out. And yeah, it reminds me when I was a kid. My dad was an inveterate DIYer. So it's no surprise where we got that from. My brother and I were just the same. My brother did a lot of construction work actually, like professionally. I didn't. I just did it for myself as an amateur, helping my friends and stuff like that. But he used to recoup nails like that, and I hated it. And then we got this whole batch of old BC fir once to make this a big how do you call it? Not a patio, but a balcony, a huge balcony. And he got this lot of old BC fir with all these nails. And he said, "Fred, your job today, you undo the nails." I hated it, but just hours and hours and hours, and we'd take the wood and build that deck. And now here I am taking nails out again. So have a look at this. Taking out a piece of wire like that, get some support under there. Much better. There we go, one. We go to that step one, and then turn it around. Try not to slide your hands on pieces of wood. I've got so many splinters in my hands by doing that. And, you know it, and sometimes I still do it. I just never slide your hands on a piece of wood because then you get those splinters. It's a real drag. And I should work with gloves, but old habits die hard, right? Okay, so the next step, you get the crowbar. Now, crowbars. Let me show you the other one I have. I bought this, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. And to do a roof job, I mean, I was trying to work with this on the roof, and then that was impossible. So I went and got one of these. You know, you slip it under the shingles, and you can, it's a great tool. It's very, very versatile. I bought a whole bunch of fancy crowbars. I got rid of them. I got rid of everything last year, but I'm not going to buy one again. I mean, they look so good. They look so cool. And in the end, when the job gets tough, this small one is okay, but this one here, it's basic. It's simple. It hasn't changed in hundreds of years. Why? Because it works. So I just ran to the store and got one of them. And they're cheap. So this is what you use. And, you know, I don't want to tell everybody what to do, but I've seen a lot of people struggle with nails. You try to take it like that and you won't have enough torque. So you put a piece of wood underneath. And yeah. And there you go. Okay. 1 and 2. There you go. So this stays straight, reusable. This one you bend it straight, like so. My dad used to make me do that too. Go bend those nails, they're good. He came from pre-war Europe, so you know, you just learn to use everything you have underhand. And that's the philosophy we want to implant at La Farm. We don't waste anything. We use everything we have around the house, around the farm. We have the forest and so on. And what else? Yeah, that's why they say tough as nails, right? I wanted to say something else. It slipped out of my mind. Okay, what is it? Oh yeah, and it may seem like a lot of work. Why are you doing that? I mean, just go to the store, get some nails, get some wood. Well, wood has doubled in price, over doubled, and there's no reason for that, really. I mean, out here in New Brunswick, you go on the road, anywhere you go, you got these big lumber mills. I mean, there are mountains of wood out here. There's definitely something else going on. Some people are making a lot of money right now, blaming it on the crises and all that. And it's just something's going on, that's for sure. Anyway, there's plenty of wood. But for me, I mean, this piece of wood, few minutes to take all the nails out. There's all these little nails as well. I'll do those with the hammer. But yeah, once I'm done, I mean, I have a 2x4 ready to go. I mean, it saves me going to the forest, cutting the tree, milling the tree, cutting the 2x4, drying the 2x4, and all that kind of stuff. So it's right here in the house, so we're going to be reusing it. So lots of the wood that you're going to see in this project is all recycled. A little bit more on nails. 4-inch with a twist in it. A vrille, not sure how you say that in English. Anyway, 4-inch. These were to hold the door frame. And that expression, tough as nail, is not for nothing. Man, it's just a fight to get it out. And then with the crowbar and everything, ain't much easier. Try and do it without moving the camera too much. Oh, it'll give some effect, I guess. And you gotta watch it when you pull these. I'm putting a fair amount of strength in this right now. And you gotta be careful. Because now this, I went slowly, but sometimes if you go too fast, there's a tension. Whoop. There's a tension when you pull here and it's stuck in there and it bends. So there's this tension that flicks it out like that. And sometimes the nail just, wow, really goes flying. So it's a very good idea to wear some eye protection when you're doing this. And you know, you can pull out 10 nails and everything's fine, and then there's that one nail just goes flying. So yeah, be careful with that stuff. This is what it's looking like now. So we're opening up this place. The wardrobe is almost done. I'm gonna clear that wall over there. Right here, I'm gonna take these off, and the wall's gonna come back here about 2 feet, just about here, more or less. So all this stuff is all coming off. So we're having fun doing demolition. I think I just figured out why these are so tough, because of the twist in them. So when you put the crowbar on it to pull them out, it won't allow the nail to twist or turn. So when you're banging it in, the nail is actually turning like this, and it kind of twists in. But when you're pulling it out, the force you're exerting on this thing won't allow it to turn. So the resistance is really, like this one is hollering, it doesn't want to come out. Things have been moving along here. It's just still the demolition. The other little room over there, I just did it this morning. It's been hard to be at it consistently. We've been running around for all kinds of other things. So just now, we actually just moved the trailer in yesterday. And now I'm going to be here full time, really ripping into this, which is going to be a lot faster now, but still there's a lot of work. So this is the upper story, almost all done. And bathroom. You have the chimney right here in the middle. And then if we go this way, we come into the bathroom. This is going to be the next room that's going to get hit. Here we go. Changing the window there. Changing the bathtub. This is for sale if anybody wants it. And the bathtub's gonna go down that way with a little glass and a shower. So it's a small house, so we don't have room for 2 bathrooms. So and we don't have room for a bathtub and a shower. So we're just gonna have a good old bathtub with a shower in it. So that's about it. I'll show you. Now it's time for the handrail to come down. So here we go. Bit chilly today. Another thing I wanted to mention is that we're not coming at this as experts. We're not coming here, and I'm not doing these videos that I'm planning to do, that I hope to do. I'm not coming here like to tell you how to do this, how to do that, and I have no idea lots of the stuff I'm going to be doing. Actually, I know nothing about farming. Everything is to be learned. I've been studying some already, so I have some ideas, but everything I'm going to be doing is totally new to me, and it'll be experimental in a certain kind of way also. So yeah, that's it. So just to go over the nails a little bit more, because I've been taking a lot of nails out, and I was working with this hammer here, which I really love. This steel thing, the steel body and the rubber handle, and this little notch here, it just fits perfectly. The minute I took that at the store, I said, I have to buy this. It's anti-vibe and everything. But I really like the shape of these claws here. When you're working, you need to rip something, pry something. It's awesome. This is a more classic hammer, and you see the claws are really rounded up, and this is really to take nails out. Now when you do it with this, you put the nail in here, and then you pull, and there's only this lever action, and all the power is in the lever, and you really gotta, sometimes they come out easy, but a lot of the times they just, you have to fight with them. And I was doing the work with this hammer, and then I remembered I got this old hammer that I've had for, I don't know how long I've had it. I use it in the camper for camping and stuff like that. But I just want to see if we can see the difference, obviously. And the wooden handle is, it's straight. It really feels good, I have to say. I haven't worked with a hammer like this in years. I've discovered these, the Stanley one, and there's quite a few brands that make these really fancy hammers. Some of them are like over $100 for a hammer. I mean, if you're a professional, like I said, it's a difference. But for an amateur like me, I've always wanted to buy one, but never dished out that kind of money. So what happens here, you see, if I try with this, it'll hold it, but you see my hammer now, it's the point of contact. is really from the claw here where it hooks to the edge of the hammer, and you gotta really exercise all the power is transferred to this point here. And you see, even now I've had to really put some strength in there. This one instead, see, already it's holding here. It's already a bit high, but let's say if it's lower, then you see, now you got that rolling action, so the power is transferred on the whole arc of the hammer, and boy, it just slides right out. You know, here we're not at the edge. You see, it's still floating a bit. Hang on, if you can see this. You see, it's still floating. And the nail is pretty long out of the wood, and it's still floating there. So it's still, you got that transfer of power that goes from the middle of the shaft, and then boom, now you're at the edge like the other one, you know, so you'll have that same thing. So they're a little bit lower, you see. Now you can see it. It's higher up, and it's gonna get that rolling effect, and then at the end you'll be at the same point at the end, but I'm not sure it's exactly the same point, because let me see. I don't think it's quite the same thing, because you see that they're just, I don't know if you can see that. Hang on, let me see if I can show you. Here they are, and look at the difference here. Here, you see it really good here. See the difference between the two. So anyway, enough harping on nails and hammers, and I guess we'll catch you next time. See ya. And if you want to help us, you know, just click that like button, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be documenting the whole renovation, and then in the meantime, there's a lot of things going on here, and we will be starting to work on the farm, hopefully getting a few chickens. Like I said, this is all new to us. We are learning as we go. So yeah, if you want to help us, just click that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click that little bell, and you know, if we can build some viewership, that'll help us in our project. So thank you for watching. God bless. Bye bye.